Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Paulio Jr. and in today's video, I wanted to talk about the going back to the Whole Foods delivery for the second time, and now since then, it has actually been I've done quite a few, at least 10 or 15 since that video I made prior to this, which was maybe a week ago. So the first time it was extremely unorganized. Like I said in the video, it was a complete deterrent from ever going back. But for whatever reason, I decided, uh, maybe they're just working out the kinks and so forth. And so let's give it another go. And because it's so damn close to my house, whereas every other Whole Foods or Amazon facility is is far for me, doing a lot, way too much driving. So now, um, this time around, they have definitely stepped up their game, Amazon, uh, as far as the organization goes. So the app is better. They did an update. If you have seen, it's not on the actual app. It's not called Amazon Flex. It's called Amazon Mobile Delivery. And from there, yeah. So inside when you actually go to the Whole Foods, before all the items that you had to grab, you just had four numbers or four characters, combination of letters and numbers, and you just kind of had to go through and find them yourself, and that was it. It was like, okay, good luck. Here's what you got to grab. Here's the number. We don't know where they are, but now they actually have them in order. So they have a what's called a chiller, and then a freezer, and then a shelf, and then in the actual app, it'll say, okay, this is on chiller A1 or whatever, chiller B2, that kind of stuff, and then freezer A1, and then shelf A1, etc., etc. So very easy to do. Scan them, put them in the cart, bing bang boom, you're done. That's it as far as being in the actual Whole Foods itself. So um, there have been a couple shifts where I've actually the the tips have been extremely generous as far as the areas that I have been going to. So I've been getting done before uh, the shifts are actually up. So if it's a 10 to 12, I'm definitely done before 12. And even with that, there was the more deliveries you do, the more tips you are likely to get. So I looked recently. It was on Tuesday, and one of the shifts came out to $30 plus an hour, just because of the tips alone and so forth. And what's nice is not a lot of people, like, my area is a little funky, or it's close to my house, but not a lot of people are picking up the Whole Foods, the actual Whole Foods location that I'm going to. So you know, thank God for that. So more for me. But yeah, like I said, so going there now, it's definitely more organized. The app is a lot better. Uh, Getting the actual items is a lot better as far as it being organized, and then the actual deliveries are a lot better. Now they're actually on the same route. So if you do have multiple deliveries, today I only had one delivery, but so far. So if you do have multiple deliveries, they actually will be on that same route. So you might go a little bit further away from the Whole Foods, but since that first time I went, I haven't been going far at all. So it's been really beneficial, and um, I've been saving a lot more gas and saving my time and my sanity as well. So I am very glad that I did go back. So if you have any questions, so forth, you can leave them in the comments. Like I said before, messages are better because I see them more than I do the comments. But yeah, they've just done a really, really, really good job since the first time that I went. So their organization is a lot better. Their routes are a lot better, and okay, tips are pretty generous. And as far as staying along a certain route, uh, has gotten much better as well. So, like I said in the first video, I drove well over 100 and like 30, 150 miles, something like that. It was crazy for an hour shift. So today I did a 2-hour shift, and I think I drove, uh, 10 miles away from the actual Whole Foods, and then that was it. Just drive back. So, and yeah, so it is just like now it's becoming more like when I deliver packages, actual packages at the Amazon facilities. And the one thing that I do like about Whole Foods now is like there's nobody in there as far as where you have to go and pick up and so forth. So there's no rushing or anything like that. You have a dedicated route. It's just for you. You pick up your stuff, you put it in the cart, and you leave. So my opinion, like I said, has changed dramatically since that first time. And you can keep doing them throughout the day. If you're close to the facility, so this is very beneficial for me. Uh, Now because before I was driving 30 miles to the Amazon facility to go deliver packages, and then I didn't want to come home because I wanted to do an evening shift and so forth. And right now I'm just kind of sticking with the Whole Foods, just because it's close. It's close, and it's getting and it's getting better. It's getting easier. It's getting more convenient for the drivers. So one thing I will add, as far what I saw popping up recently, there is something on there that says uh, if it does say no recipient needed, do not knock. It says do not knock or ring. You can actually hold to that. So but I still personally ring the doorbell or knock on the door, uh, just because if there are any perishables, even though technically I don't have to, I still just feel as though it's like a convenience thing if they're not paying attention to their app and so forth, or their delivery. They have it's basically more, it's a 2-hour window is typically what they have of when the groceries are going to be delivered. So um, yeah, so for me, if it says do not knock or ring, I still knock or ring. If it was just packages, that's fine. But I'm not going to do that for perishables. I just, you know, regardless if it's Amazon policy or whatnot. So that's just not what I'm going to do. So even if the person puts it in the notes, sorry, I'm just not going to let your stuff go bad. But yeah, that's all I had. That's all I really have for today. So like I said, I'm still gonna keep the old video up, and but I'm gonna continue the Whole Foods because it has, since scratch the first time, it has actually been saving me a lot of time, gas, sanity, and it's a lot more convenient and easier for the driver. So well done, Amazon. Well done in a very short period of time. So yeah. Um, so now I would highly recommend trying a Whole Foods delivery, and I hope it does go well for you. I really do. So I hope it wasn't like my first time where I was almost completely deterred from it, and now it's all I want to do, just because the Whole Foods is so close to me. If the other facilities were closer to me, I'd consider just doing that and be done with it. But this is it's working out. It's working out. I'm glad I gave it another chance. So big props to Amazon for making everything um, much more organized and easier for the drivers. So, and to thank you to all the people who are very generous in tipping. So, because it definitely makes a difference. So, any questions, comments, whatever, um, you can leave them in the comments section below. Messaging me is always easier because I will see them more than I will actually see the comments. So, but that's all I have for today. I think that's all I have. I didn't write anything down, but long story short, it's definitely more convenient and a lot easier for the actual driver. So, and that's really all I have. So, thank you very much for watching. like I said, in many other videos, I will post more updates about Amazon Flex in general, um, and just basically whatever I want. So thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.